What's going on, guys? Hyper Orange here, and I got a little bit of surprise for you guys. So, it all happened so fast. I'm a big kayak guy. Nothing's wrong with the kayak, by the way. It's still awesome and staying, and I have a lot of adventures planned in it. But, I came across something that I ended up purchasing, and, well, I'm not just gonna say this whole story. Long story short, I bought it, and here it is. So, this is it. 12-foot Lund. Doesn't look like much for what it is, but for 1,500 bucks, can't complain. Already has a wooden floor and a swivel. Then an Evinrude, 6 horsepower. So, this is gonna be a lengthy long and before and after. But it's gonna be a fun little project, and for what it is, it's gonna be great. Well, that was easy.
There we go.
So this is after day one. We got a lot more done than we thought. We washed the whole thing with soap and scrubbed it and made it nice. And then we carpeted the wooden floors front and back, and it's already starting to turn up. Gonna paint the trailer a nice black semi-gloss. Here's the boat, and here's the trailer. So you can see there's a bunch of like rusty spots, brown spots. Just to give it a cleaner look, we're gonna paint the whole thing black. So this is the finished product, and man, I am so happy with the result. The gloss black looks so good. The wheel wells, every single part. There's no more of that ugly gray or that nasty cucka rust. It's amazing what a little bit of paint can do, because man, it looks brand new, and I'm so happy. It's gonna add so much to the build. Trailer's all done. Next step is to paint the boat. So we're gonna be painting over this white part in a nice red, like a bass boat red. So I'm just using masking tape to protect. I'm gonna keep the two-tone, gonna keep the black, keep the gray, but then all that's gonna be red. Little update so far. First coat is looking good, but in the sun, this red. It's like a fire engine red, Ferrari red, bass boat red. It's just gonna be so nice. I'm so pleased. It's so much nicer than the gray. Just did the second coat, and just on the outside, but it just looks so much cleaner. So this is the update with the trailer. I did a little bit of work off camera. I just forgot. I was doing it with my dad. We were just having a good time. We rewired the trailer and then we put on these waterproof LED lights. They can go to like crazy cold temperatures or hot. It's meant for marine stuff. I know some guys that just buy normal lights, put them in the water, broken. But I went with these good LEDs. Got the side flashers right there. We didn't even have a light on this side last time, so now it has a light. Then on top of this, got a brand new winch, nice nylon. It's rated to, I think, like 4,000 pounds, so it's overkill. It's more than enough, but I just really did like the sketchy junk wire one. Then I cut off, as you saw in the other video, the 7/8 or whatever, the junk, the small ball, and I put a 2-inch ball. So now it matches my kayak Sea-Doo trailer right there. Then instead, it didn't even have a wheel. It had that wooden stump. We put a nice wheel rated for 1,000 pounds, and it can hold like 5,000 pounds on the trailer. Got a new cable spliced into it because the other one was junk. Put a tube on it to protect it and put a cap. And then I got chains rated for like 2,000 pounds with these nice clips to clip on to the back of the car. This is the old shit winch it came with. I don't know how guys did wire before nylon. I know why so many people at the boat ramp probably got pissed of the wire going in, and then you're fucked. Nylon's so much better. And then this is the update. The nice LED lights. Just doing some yard work today. Before I get to work on the boat, I come outside and see that guy. My dad is putting on some ratchet straps for the boat, but you can see he's hard at work. Thanks, Dad. Gotta love Home Depot for that wood smell.
Oh, that's good.
So this is the update for the casting deck. We're gonna have one compartment there and one for the battery there. So all this is gonna be storage. This, so you can see the whole boat shaking. It's going nowhere. Now we're gonna put cardboard over this, trace out perimeter to put on the plywood, and then we're gonna put the plywood, screw it right in. But that's what we got going so far. So this is the back, and look how clean. Between the carpet and the red, we got a mini bass boat. This transformation is, it's just so nice. So this is the cutout shape for the cardboard. We're gonna take this out to put on the big piece of plywood. So this is the next step. Me and my uncle just trace this onto the 3/4 plywood. As you can see, there's the line. And then we're just gonna, first we're gonna cut this off. Just, I'll have spare wood after. But then we're gonna cut this shape out, then slowly work our shape into the boat. And then we can drill it in to the main frame. So this is gonna be the hatches. We just drew out, measured, and now we're gonna cut it out with the circular saw. We're gonna have, this is gonna be the one for the battery, and this is gonna be one for the storage. And then I'll be able to access the rest of the boat. It's gonna be nice. So these are the 2 holes cut out. I'm gonna put this on top of the frame, and then this starts screwing it together. So this is the floor in, and you can see we left like 1 inch all the way around. So when the doors are actually on, like, I can stand on this no problem. This is the worst part now, cleaning up in the dark. So this is the casting deck complete, well, at least the wooden structure. You can see this is the first hatch, and that's the second hatch, and moment of truth. Oh yeah. Now, this boat is a semi-V, so it's flat bottom right there, but then right here it goes into the V, so you can see it's wobbly. But once it's on the water, you just bend your knees, and it's so sturdy. Like, I'm so happy with this. Yeah. And then we'll put it just on top somehow.
We have the range.
Both painted and sealed. First drawer complete. Just fitted this one perfect for the carpet. Cut and painted that. Repainted the tops of those, so while that's drying before I carpet it, we're gonna get rid of this. Put on a metal swivel right now. It's just kind of on a wooden swivel, and we're gonna upgrade to this awesome leather captain's chair versus this old plastic hard one. So this is the old piece of shit one, barely spun, and the original chair just a plastic. But we finally got this beautiful leather captain chair, and what a pain in the ass. Long story short, that sat on a block that goes into the frame, and the way this seat is designed, it has to drill up through these, so I had to go one up and one down. So at first I tried to get something like this to get in through, and I got the first one in, but then it was just too small. I tried stuff like this, I tried like a ratchet set, but everything was just too big. The gap was so small, it was like an inch. So what I ended up doing is getting needle nose and just slowly screwing in the screw. But man, it's done, it's great. It was a mega pain in the ass, but I am so happy. So this is finally the day that we're gonna carpet the casting deck. Same carpet as the rest of the boat. It's gonna be so nice. So we just put the big carpet down, and we're just doing a slight crease right now, so when I cut the line, it'll be nice and flush, just like we did with this one. I just built this little frame super quick. Gonna paint it. This is so when the casting deck is in the boat, my battery box will fit perfectly and won't move around if there's any like high chop or, you know, when there's tilt with the boat. So it's gonna sit perfectly with that. There we go. Now it's still all flush, and you just pull this up. So this is it. Boat's all done with all the paint. Both floors are completely sealed and dry. Casting deck is done with both drawers. We're gonna put the boat on the trailer, then get everything set it up, mount the motors, and that's it. Here it is, the boat's all in the trailer. Pretty much a new trailer. Casting deck all set up. Tons of storage. New leather chair. Now we're gonna get the motor. And I'm gonna set up the lock and chains after, but there we go. The motor is on. Got a brand new 6-gallon fuel tank. It's like 22.5 liters. Brand new hose. And it's ready to go. I took it to a marine shop and it was clean. I got new spark plugs and they flushed out the water tube, new water tube. Carburetor was clean. So I was super, super happy. They said it was absolutely purring, really nice shop. I'm so excited to get this out on the water. So we're all done. 2 in the back and 2 in the front. Now I can tie off to the dock really easily. Just a simple modification. All galvanized. I painted this black. It's all sealed. Hello, Gus. Ooh. The old 6 horsepower Evinrude. Haven't started in a couple days, so we're just gonna do the test. Keys already in. Pump the fuel, make sure the choke's good, make sure throttle's adjusted and we're on a neutral. All right. Absolutely purrs. Do some low idle. And the kill switch. I'm so happy with this motor. So now that the motor's all taken care of, it's time for the trolling motor. What I ended up getting is a brand new Minn Kota Traxxas. It's got a 55-pound thrust. Now this will just mount straight on. Get this cable out of here. That's not going nowhere. And man, they weren't kidding. The easy mount, that's awesome. So again, what I was talking about with the Traxxas, which is really awesome. Not only does it extend, but it also goes up and down. So when I'm gonna be standing on the casting deck, I'm gonna put this extender on, tightener, and then I'll be able to control it. Because if I bought a cheaper one, it would be small, up to here, and I would have to be right up front, like kneeling or something. But no, I want to be standing on the casting deck. So boom, extend it, be standing right there. We're gonna hook it up to the battery and see how it is. Close this down, and I'm standing on the casting deck, and look at this extender. Oh, that's the best thing ever. Like I said before, it would normally be up to there and like what? That'd be the worst thing ever. I'd be crouching, but now all I do is lift it up, pull it out, and there we go. This is with the trolling motor up. You just have the typical Minn Kota, slides up, locks in. And then when I get to my spot, drop this down and it just falls down perfectly. So there it is. That's the boat. And there's going to be a lot of adventures. I hope you guys like the build. And if you're ever thinking about it and you're wondering about the money and maybe it's a stretch, honestly, do it. You could probably sell it for more, or if you want to keep it, you're going to have so much fun building it and then fishing from it. Cheers. See you on the next one.